Come on. Oh, we got it. I was just going to type, guys, I'm trying to get on. It's giving me the spin. So now I have a solution if it starts spinning and doesn't hook up anymore. Now I know what to do with that. What I'm going to do is, before when I would hit reload, it would just automatically work. Now I hit reload, it spins and spins. So now if I take my phone off of the Wi-Fi, I don't know why, because we got a kick-ass modem and router. I think maybe one of them needs an update or something, the firmware. I'm going to look into that. But at least I know how to fix it anyway. If this freezes, something happens, guys, somebody let me know. Nate, text me. I will put my ringer on. Somebody let me know if Nate is here. Okay, guys. Again, sorry I am late. I'm going to get into the comments now. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm just going to share this link. That way I can see the comments without craning all night. Okay. YouTube. Actually, no. What I'll do, sorry guys, I'm just getting set up so I could get to the comments easier than just craning over and... Okay. Compose to myself. Just sending myself the link. Okay. And we do have something to look into tonight, guys. Okay. Oh, Yoma car model has resumed customer pickup service. Canada Post strike. God, guys, yeah, that sucks. But yeah, I do have a couple updates to tell you guys. Oh, here we go. Here's the link. Give me a second, guys. Now live on my channel. Retro is live. Who's that guy? Okay. One sec. Okay. Okay, thank you all for your patience. I'm in now. Okay, so who do we got here? And I'm going to fix that so it doesn't do it again. 14 of us already. Wow, thank you guys for coming. Two Black Labs is in the house. Hey, buddy. And yes, I saw you got the happy birthday General Lee. You know what? For the box condition, you got it for like half of the price of... I knew $800 was too high. I told you guys that. That was way too high. If you can get it from eBay for cheaper, that's way too high. Even with that box, I would have made the choice you did and got the one from eBay over the other one. For the $400, whatever it was, absolutely. You made the right choice. Terrence, hey, buddy. Avery, hey, buddy. Luigi in the house. Happy to have you here, my friend. Scott's in the house. Pittsburgh. I did not know you were in Pittsburgh. That's very cool. I would love to visit there one time. And Philadelphia and all that. Craig Jones in the house. I mean, Nate in the house, of course. And thank you, Nate, for being on standby with that. Is that a Toyota truck? What, the back? Yes. Oh, what, this one here? No, this is a Ford Raptor. You might see my Back to the Future one behind me. Actually, you can't see it. No, my Back to the Future Toyota truck's behind me, but it's up in my cabinet, so you probably might not be able to see it. By the way, guys, you know these cabinets here? I got to warn you guys about something before we get into anything. So, hold on. I'll aim the camera a little bit better over. So, you guys know behind me are my beloved Burt B cabinets, okay? These cabinets are called IKEA Burt B, okay? When I seen them, I fell in love with them. I said, those are meant for die-cast cars, okay? The problem is, IKEA made the best cabinet on the planet for a 1 of 18 die-cast car, and then they stopped making them. They discontinued them. I did not realize what people are paying for those cabinets, guys. Because you got to remember, I got one of my cabinets for $70 worth of trade. Okay, like I didn't even buy the one cabinet; it was $70 worth of trade value. The other cabinet I paid $40 for on Marketplace. And I seen it was in I think it was the Canadian 1 of 18 collectors group. A guy was selling a couple burpee cabinets. They weren't mismatched like mine. They were matching cabinets. I think they were both this color here, the light color. And the guy was asking, I think, like $300 or something like that. And he had interest, and I think he sold them. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw Max like the post. So I know people in here saw the post, but I was like, holy shit. None of you guys pay that much for those cabinets, because if you keep your eye on Marketplace, you will get them. And it won't be, of course, you're going to see nutcases selling them for a ridiculous price. But you sift through the garbage, right? Like I said, I've got $70 worth of trade into one, $40 worth of cash into the other one. And it didn't take long to get them, believe it or not. Marketplace and Kijiji. I just wanted you guys to, if any of you guys are interested in these cabinets, I just don't want you guys paying $300 because I see them around still for a lot less than that. And it's not that long ago that I bought my own burpee cabinet. So we're not talking my cabinets have appreciated. Like that didn't happen. Okay, give me 1 second here, guys. And we're happy to have you here, Luigi, this week for the live. And $435 US with tax and shipping total. That sounds pretty good to me, buddy. Hey, Retro, just wondering, what is your next Fast and Furious car to pick up? That is hard to say, Avery, because it depends on what car is on Marketplace for a good deal, because that's usually how I get my cars. I try to get them in a certain order if I can, but it's usually if whatever one I see for a killer deal, that's which one I grab. If money wasn't an object, I'd be grabbing the Heist Civic. Like if I had a choice to grab one, I would be grabbing the black Heist Civic for sure. Speaking of Fast and Furious cars, I was supposed to go over to Stretches earlier. He's going to be selling as part of his collection. Yeah, and some of them are Fast and Furious cars. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the black Civic. But I think he might be selling his Kill Bill truck. So there's a couple there that I might be interested in making him a deal with. I'm going to be talking to him. I was supposed to go there today. But so before we get into this, guys, what happened today, actually, I woke up, I felt great. I was up before my alarm, got plenty of sleep, and I went to Costco and I loaded up on tons of my favorite food, junk food. I figure if I'm not going anywhere for Thanksgiving, I'm going to eat all my favorite junk food and pig out and be happy, right? So that's what I did. I went to Costco, got all my treats and everything. And I made a video looking for Maistos. We had a weird skid of Maistos at Costco. We had the blue trans, like we had stuff on the skid that I've never seen before. But then we had the blue Trans Am and the green Mustang and super old stuff. I counted 3 or 4 different color Shelby Mustangs, newer ones on the skid at Costco today. It was a crazy skid. But anyway, I come back home. It's like 6 o'clock. I say to Glenn, I'm going to take a nap, get up, go out, do a couple things. Then I got my live to do. And then I came home. And I wasn't feeling good because I forgot to take one of my meds. So I started sweating and everything. Took my medication. I remember laying down on my bed. I was watching a video or whatever. Went to set my alarm, guys. Next thing you know, I'm looking at my phone. It's dark. I'm all disoriented. Like, did I sleep in for work? Blah, blah, blah. It's 8 o'clock. I'm like, holy shit. I hate when that happens. Because yeah, you wake up and I think, have I slept in for work or something like that? And it's the weekend, right? But, woof. So that's why I was a little bit disoriented earlier when I first, not disoriented now, but when I was first trying to get set up anyway. So just going to get the comments here before we get into today's video. And yeah, the Civic is crazy expensive. The black Honda Civic from Fast and Furious. And they make the regular one, and then they make the black Civic with Street Glow on top of that. There's one with Street Glow on Marketplace right now, but it's not cheap, as you can imagine. Not cheap at all. I missed a black Civic. I can't remember what it was, but I should have pulled the trigger on it. It was, what was it? It dropped down to 175 or something. I can't remember what it was, and I pondered about it for a day or two, and I shouldn't have. That was my fault. So the video today, guys, you see in front of me a truck, okay? Originally, I was going to do a video about why I quit Greenlight 1 of 24 scale movie cars. Because a long time ago, before I got into 1 of 18 scales, and probably just when I started my YouTube, I was collecting these. But I didn't collect the regular ones, guys. These are 1 of 24 scale Greenlights, okay? I collected the chases. Because you know me, I couldn't have the regular one. I had to have the chases, right? The problem with some of the chases is look at the Smokey and the Bandit car. You want a Bandit car with green tires? You know what I mean? And yeah, there was other reasons. I was going to do a video and just explain why I got out of these and got into the bigger scale. But then I came across something kind of unique over there. I came across this. And it's something that Glenn got from a Ford dealer. Like it was something that he had to get from a dealership, I guess, a long time ago. Reason I'm opening it is because it's strapped. It's actually still got straps, so we don't want it causing damage on them. This here, it's 1 of 24 scale, of course. I wish it was 1 of 18, but I want to see how it looks, what it does. It's a 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor. And it's in the proper color. And it's by, guys, Maisto Design. So you guys are familiar with our regular Maistos. The last unboxing video was a sweet Maisto charger. This is the same company, obviously, but this is this design line. So what is the difference? So the box, it boasts opening parts, free rolling wheels, oversized off-road wheels and tires, custom paint and wheels, and features may vary. And it's from 2016. So it's not as old as I thought it would be. But it's a good looking truck, and I'm kind of looking at it thinking, man, if they did that in 1 of 18 scale, they'd sell a lot of them. But we're going to check it out and see if it deserves to be in 1 of 18 scale. Just going to check the comments again so I don't miss you guys. Oh, you have the different versions of this truck here? Yeah, that I've seen other versions of it. I'm wondering if this black one was like a dealership edition one or something. Because I do recognize the truck itself. I don't recognize it being in black. But we will check that out. We'll get it and see exactly how she looks. And we'll take off the straps for Glenn so that it's not damaging his car. You know, okay, sorry. Just reading the comment, guys. You know, 5 die-cast notes for pre-order. 112 Miami Vice. Oh, that's going to be KK Scale, I bet. Is it KK Scale doing it? Because KK Scale, so you guys know we just got Glenn's 1 of 12 scale Bullet. Everything opens, it's die-cast. They also did Eleanor, as Scott in here knows, because he's selling an Eleanor. Actually, there was 2 Scotts, so if it's Eleanor Scott that's in here, I shared your link, by the way, a few different places. They're doing 1 of 12 scale Eleanor, so it would not shock me at all to see them do the bigger. And the figurines, I have the 1 of 18 scale of that car with the figurines, and I love it. That was my first foray into a non-opening model, was that car. And this opens a little bit differently. Seems to have a flap that interlocks into another flap. Wow. Okay, there we go. Got a flap that interlocks into another flap. Yeah. I just want to see how it looks, or if it looks kind of like a kid's toy. You guys know what I mean? I want to see if it's a big boy toy or a kid's toy, but I think it's a big boy toy by the detailing. Okay. Oh, guys, you know what? Don't fight. I've got to go grab little Stubby, okay? Give me 1 second. We got to get little Stubby to get him off the base. 1 second, guys. Stubby. Sorry about that, guys. You would think I would have brought down little Stubby, but I didn't think I would need little Stubby because I thought we were doing green lights at first. But all good. I've eyed this thing up a couple times and wanted to see it now. Okay, Kate. Oh, I'm glad, Luigi, I influenced you to get those. Those are such a great, they were a great deal, too, when they did them. I don't know when you watched my video or if it was still active with the KK Scale Miami Vice. Believe it or not, you know where I got mine? If you watched that when I first did the video, Amazon. And it was actually, I didn't find those. It was actually Dave H that found it for me. I couldn't believe it. I was at work one day, and this is totally going to screw us. I was at work one day, and all of a sudden a link comes through. No, I was telling him that I wanted, I think I had just told Dave I wanted, eventually down the road, I want a Miami Vice car, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, I get a message from him, and a link comes through, and it's Miami Vice on Amazon, and I'm kind of looking at it, and I'm like, before it came through, I said, yeah, sure, I'm going to click on it. It'll be sold out. You know what I mean? And it wasn't sold out. And they had the figurines, and they had the black car and the Tubbs figurine. And I had a choice between picking a figurine. I believe I could have got a sitting down figurine. And guys, I need another screwdriver. I'm sorry. But I could have got a sitting down figurine. But the reason I didn't get the Sunny that sits down is because if you guys see the way he faces in the cabinet here, Sunny would have been on the other side of the car. From the way I was looking at pictures online, I would have had to face the car the opposite way, and that would have bugged me. I like having the driver's door out. Okay, give me a sec, guys. I got to get an extended screwdriver to get down in there. Darn it. 1 second. Oh, God. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get out Glenn's big bag of screwdrivers. My little stubby won't work. It's not long enough. Oh, he's little stubby. Okay. Now, the one that works should be right on top. There we go. Come on. We got it. Oof. Okay, perfect. I was just going to say it's going to be too big and it's going to screw me on my live. But nope, we're all good. Yeah, it's weird, guys, because when I went to sleep, I didn't set my alarm. That could have been bad, too. And then you wake up and you're all disoriented. Like, it completely threw me off everything I was supposed to be doing. But thankfully, I'm still here doing the live. Okay. And that is weird, guys, because I undid one screw. One screw and the truck came off. Weird. And that is the little base thing it comes on. So we keep this. Of course. Keep the one screw aside. That is weird. Okay. It does look good. This looks like one. It's funny, Nate, that you mentioned these because I thought this is one that Nate would like just by looking at it. Okay, got the strap off of it. Since that is why we got into this, is to save it from the strap. Anybody just tuning in, these straps damage the cars over time. They damage the paint. Or we don't know if it's the strap that does the damage or the paint having a reaction to it, because plastic is weird. Made up of like lots of different chemicals. But we know that it happens because we have cars in this house that it happened to. By the way, guys, in the last couple days, you guys are going to see some funny stuff in my videos. Something I want to address. You guys will never see me using AI stuff or any of the silly video stuff I do to mislead you, to try to sell you stuff. It's for fun. The only way I use that stuff is for fun. And the reason I'm saying it is the last couple days, they came up with the program that goes with ChatGPT. That's why you're seeing all those videos on Facebook, all the crazy, the AI videos with like Mr. Rogers in the hood and all that stuff. Is because of that, these new programs, okay, that are out. I'm using one that's called what's the name of it? If you have ChatGPT, you need to have ChatGPT for this to work. And the one I'm using is called Sora, guys. It's literally so crazy. I go into the app. Hi, can you make me a video about Centennial Night Scalper? And describe it the best I can. It spits you out a video about Centennial Nights. I'm not kidding. You describe her physically. She's wearing like if you guys go on my YouTube, actually, I put up my first AI reel, telling the story of the Centennial Night Scalper. But that's my point about the AI stuff, is that's the only thing you're going to see on my channel is joking stuff. Never stuff that's going to mislead or anything like that. But my mind is still blown, guys. Like, literally, I could type in, like, I could send a picture of, say, Luigi. Make a picture of Luigi standing in front of the General Lee with Happy Thanksgiving font on it. Make it like and it'll spit out, you know what I mean? A picture of Luigi with the General Lee with Happy Thanksgiving. But the video, it's crazy, guys. And the thing is, it's not a good thing because I don't want my Facebook filled with reels that are all fake. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind the odd one, but it's going to get, like, you're not going to know if what you're watching is real or not. And Anyway, it's exciting to me because of what we can do with it, make our YouTube videos fun. That's why it excites me. And if you guys are interested, check out my first, like I said, AI reel. It might be AI, but it's real facts about the Centennial Night Scalper. And it's funny because the lady that they have acting in it at the end resembles the Night Scalper. So that's like Giuliano, when I showed him, he said, that is too close, dude. Like, he couldn't believe it. This thing looks good, though, guys, for what it is. And I like that it's in flat black. And the tailgate, they've got a band over the tailgate. So you know the tailgate opens. We'll get that off. Some tailgates we know, though, I hate to say it, but as much as I love Greenlight, they can have grindy tailgates. Like on Bigfoot and Fall Guy, they're a little bit grindy. You know what I mean? Let's test this one out. Wow, guys. No grind at all. It doesn't open completely all the way flat, but none of them really do from what I've seen. So that's cool. You could see the suspension behind the tires. You know what, guys? Tomorrow, I'm going to shoot this as if it's a 1 of 18. Maybe I'll even take it outside, get some shots. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada, guys, so I get Monday off, by the way. So other than going to see my daughter at some point, I'm going to be looking for something to do. Okay, so let's see. So we know the tailgate's open. Bottom is kind of run-of-the-mill, but we're okay with that. The doors are obviously going to open because of the tailgate opening. Yes, yes. Now, let's have a look at the interior. It's actually, so obviously this Maisto design is a step up from the regular Maistos. Like the ones at Costco, I would say they're kind of a base model. Because that dashboard and interior, that is a lot better than what we're used to. It doesn't look like stickers either, does it? There it is. It's focused. Does it look like stickers? Let me see here. Let me have a look here. No, wow, guys. Yeah, that is... You can see the navigation screen. I'll see if you guys could see it from across the passenger side. Sorry. Weird because I'm holding it and it goes in the opposite direction. Yeah, you can see the nav screen, everything. And it's not stickers inside. That's the thing. Like, you know, Maisto's, like that orange Charger. That, by the way, that orange Charger, did that ever take a nice clean picture, right? But the orange Charger, if you look at it inside, it's got stickers for the speedometers, stuff like that. You can't tell from a distance, you know what I mean? But this interior blows that away. And this is only a 1 of 24. So they start doing that on those 1 of 18 scales. And they are slowly improving them. Because if you look at an older Maisto and then look at the more modern ones, especially the interior under the hood, they're just doing little bits of extra to them. Maybe that's something we're going to do in the next while. I'll dig out a really, really old Maisto because we have really, really old ones, and we'll do a comparison. So the front wheels do not turn, guys, but one interesting fact, they're rubber and they feel kind of air-filled, but they're not. They've got a hard, it feels like a wheel inside them almost. But it does make it look more real. So again, Maisto design. Does the hood open? You gotta be kidding me. Mind you, it's not like it's a General Lee or anything like that, but wow, guys. All of that, and the hood doesn't open. All that and the hood doesn't open on it. But if you're a truck guy and you don't mind 1 to 24 scales, guys, gee, this is sweet. I wasn't expecting that. Even the back tailgate, you could see the branding on it and stuff in the different color to make it stand out. Then again, Glenn did say this came from a Ford dealership. So maybe might be a little bit different. Maybe the color black of it is exclusive to that dealership. I don't know. I do know it's a nice truck, and if they started doing these on a bigger scale, boy, and that is the difference between that Maisto, where is it? Maisto design compared to the regular Maisto. That would be the difference. So this is a step up, obviously, for detailing and stuff like that. Okay, just going to check the comments, guys, because it's not like I'm trying to ignore you guys, but I can't do everything all at once. Okay, and by the way, I'm going to check. Every long weekend, there's usually a toy show on the holiday, which is cool because it's when everything's closed. Gives us something to do, right? If there's a toy show, I think we might hit it up. I'm going to see. I want to say the toy show at Michelangelo's, but I guess Michelangelo's, the venue that they had it at, went bankrupt or something. So they had to move the show. But the toy show still does exist. I just have to find out if it is this weekend, what day it is. Well, it's every long weekend. So, okay. I just want to see, get this truck put at least back on its base. And I will check the comments here, guys. Again, like I said, not trying to ignore. Yeah, you got the blue C10, Nate, and what you paid was a decent deal. Two Black Labs has the white Testarossa and black Daytona Spider. I regret that I didn't get the black Daytona with the Tubbs figure. I still got to get a Tubbs figure. What I did get, though, is I got, I showed you guys this before. It's not the official one, but it's very good quality. It weighs a ton, believe it or not. And I believe this used to be red. It's made by Hot Wheels. I didn't paint this. It's got a horrible paint job. One day I would like to commission G to shoot this again for me. But yeah, good quality and detailing, but horrible paint job. But Hot Wheels made it. And that was going to be my Daytona for Miami Vice. But if I see, now that I know the quality of this guy here, and if I see that other one around for a decent price, and I also want to get the Tubbs figure, I really kick myself I didn't get the Tubbs figure. And the reason I'm saying kick myself, guys, is because I'm talking about retail level. Like they were pretty cheap. Like I think the Miami Vice car, I paid $130 for it. Like, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a lot of money. And like I said, I find a lot of stuff on Marketplace, but my friend Dave is a guru for finding stuff other places, like on Amazon, places like that. Yeah, he would smoke me. Oh, guys, that is going to be so hard to line up. You're not going to believe it. Maybe not. We'll see. Let's see if I can line it up. Not even close. Not even close. Okay, I'm going to have to do that after the stream. Oh, wait, I'll give it one more try, guys. So you've got to line up. This plastic thing has two holes, so you have to line up these two holes with these two things. Then you have to put the truck on it, make sure it stays lined up, And then you have to screw it down. And oh, I actually have it lined up. Okay. Oh yeah, it's lined up. And you know what's screwing us? There's a piece of plastic. Okay, I'll move that for now. Okay. Sorry guys, give me 1 sec. Just like getting this out of the way and done so the truck is safe again. Okay. Even though it only came with 1 screw, I'd like to know the story with that. Okay, did we get it? Really? Oh, did we get it? Oh, dude. Okay, I'm not going to play with this, guys. I'm going to do it later. But yeah, actually, I'm going to keep it out for now because I told you guys we're going to take pictures of it. I'm going to take pictures of it and put it on the community feed so you guys could see it. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And if you're a truck guy, I'm not a truck guy per se. I think that looks pretty awesome. Maisto design. Interesting. Okay, 1 second here. Oh, okay, I'm way behind on here. Okay, hey Neil. Okay, anyone find the 118 Maisto Chevy pickup blue? It is in Canada. I know for sure it's in Canada. Confirmed. It's been found at Costco. You just have to get the right skid, unfortunately. And if you watch my video from today, there was a weird skid there today. And 2 Black Labs, do not worry about the blue C10. I haven't found one yet either. I wouldn't buy one on the secondary just yet. Just hold off a little bit because I think those will be around for a minute, if you know what I'm saying. I would give it another couple weeks, maybe even a month. 2 Black Labs I'm building. Oh, a neon Miami Vice background. That would be killer. Auto World do a Marty's Toyota for the silver screen. That'd be killer. Yeah, no opening hood on the truck, Nate. That's so weird because they did such a good job. In retro, is that Maisto Orange Charger a new release? Newish, but it's not new. I would say it's a 2024 release. Yeah, definitely not new, but it's newish. The reason I showed that is because, well, just to check it out, and because that is basically the same as the green one that is new that's out now, the green one with the white stripe and the white roof, I believe it has. It's basically the same car, but a different color. Oh, you bought the autographed Cooters tow truck, Eddie. That is killer. That is something that if I could have done it, because I don't have that tow truck. Glenn doesn't have it yet either, believe it or not. So that was a good way to not only get the tow truck, but get it autographed. Because you guys know Cooter announced it not long ago that he's retiring from the scene. Like he just wants to take it easy. He's old, you know what I mean? Like he probably loves it. He loves it because the people love him. But can you imagine being that age and every weekend dealing with crowds of thousands of people? You know, like give poor Cooter a break. But I'm glad you got the truck. I wonder if they're sold out yet. I'm gonna check. Oh, 2 Black Labs. You were asking about. Okay, you know what? You know what? 2 Black Labs. I'll check right now quickly for you for that because I want to see if it's sold out yet. So The 1 of 25 scale, I'm not familiar with what truck that is even, because they didn't have a picture of it. And it said, call the store for the 1 of 25 scale, and it had a phone number. But for the 1 of 18 scale, it just said, go on the website, and it was the artisan that we all know. Scooters. And it was right on the front page before. Well, that's cool. They have a Cooters Place General Lee 1 of 64 scale custom. Oh, it's still up for sale. It's not sold out. So autographed 1 of 18 scale Cooters truck, right on the website, is $169.99, and that's US, and that's plus tax and shipping. Signed by Ben Jones, aka Cooter Davenport. Very limited availability. Estimated delivery in 2 weeks from purchase. Autographed items take a little bit longer to ship. Okay, that's weird. That's probably just a generic type thing they have. But yeah, the without the autograph, the artisan tow truck, Cooter's tow truck, they did a very good job on it. I looked one over. I can't remember if I got it on video. I don't think I did, but I looked one over at one point, and it's got moving parts and stuff like that. I was impressed by it, and the doors open, because we know that artisan, not everything opens on artisan, right? But this is one like Cooter's, not Cooter, Roscoe's patrol car. You know, the artisan. Believe it or not, I would take the artisan Roscoe car over the silver screen Roscoe car. Not for detailing, but because the artisan one is the one that I recognize, I identify with from being a kid. When I look at that car, I say that's Roscoe's car, not the bigger Dodge Monaco. Although I know they use that, but I'm more familiar with the artisan type Monaco. But the cool thing about Roscoe's artisan Monaco is the doors open. The front door is open anyway, but the hood doesn't open, but it's Roscoe's patrol car, you know what I mean? So I'm okay with that. But when I seen that it had opening doors, like Glenn has it upstairs, yeah, that's the one that I would choose for my cop car anyway. But yeah, the point is, Artisan did a good job on the tow truck as well. And like I said, it's got a couple moving parts, opening doors, and it looks good. So, but $169.99 US. Okay, there we go. Thank goodness I didn't just kick us. I thought I X'd off the top where the live stream was. I was like, did I just kill the live stream on us? No, thankfully I didn't. Oh, that's right. You know what, Nate? Maybe next time you come around or come in, maybe we can do a video on your, if we haven't got one by then. Because, yeah, I've done so many of the other Duke stuff. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. I remember now. I knew I looked at one, and I knew I was impressed with it, but I didn't remember. But maybe next time you come in town, we can make a plan, and we can do a video on it if you want. Because I would love to check that out. I would love to get pictures of it with some other Duke's cars too. Because yeah, the picture I take with Daisy's Jeep and Daisy's car and Uncle Jesse's truck and the General Lee, it just doesn't look the same without Cooter's truck, you know? So that would be cool. That'd be a cool photo. Okay, put this back over here. By the way, guys, before we say goodnight, I got something I gotta say to you guys. Last week, something about that live was magic. I don't know what it was. I think I went into that live. I wasn't planning to unbox the Happy Birthday General Lee. I was just planning to talk about it because it's my favorite car. But I've live about 3 times since last week. No word of a lie. I watch my own stuff because I want to see, am I boring you guys? Whatever. I watch the stuff, believe it or not. I've watched that live about 3 times, and there's something about it that just I'm not going to say very well done because it wasn't me. Um, just all the interacting with you guys and with me, and it just there was something magic about it. I don't know what it was. It was enjoyable to watch. It seemed like we were all having a good time. You guys were all conversing in the comments like you're doing now. Like it just seemed like a very, very, very. I don't know. I enjoyed it myself. Like I said, I've watched it about 3 times. There is something about it. Every once in a while, we do a live that really pops out in my mind, and I think, wow, that was a good one. And that was a very good one. That was a very good one. So anybody that didn't get a chance to check that out last week, check it out because it's good. And another thing I will say before we say goodnight is the lives are on Saturday night. I know people go to bed. Like, for example, Glenn's in bed. Okay, I'm trying to keep it down. People have lives, people have family. Like, if you notice, I don't think G is here tonight. It's not that he's saying, oh, screw Neil, I'm not going to support him. You know what I mean? No, it's he has grandkids, he has family, right? When I pick the time to do the live, I try to do it at a time that works for most people. I've tried it on Sundays before. Sunday did not work. It seems like Saturday, the kids are in bed, people are kicked back, relaxing. Um, yeah, I'm trying to remember the point I was getting to about the live on the Saturday. But anyway, the one last week was very, very good, and that's because of you guys. And oh, the point I was making is I'll get people apologizing sometimes saying, "Oh, sorry, I couldn't make it to the live. Sorry, I'm late." You never have to be sorry. The way I see it is you're taking your Saturday and spending it with me. I'm thankful to you for that. Um, yeah, you never have to be sorry about that. And never feel guilty. If you have something else to do, or if you're just not feeling it tonight, that's fine. You know what I mean? We will always save a seat for you. That's the good thing about these live streams, guys. We will, if you can't make it, there's always a seat. Okay? Meaning you come in the next day, you're gonna be with us. We won't be live, like you might not be able to ask me questions, but at least, you know what I mean, you're not missing out on anything cool that's happened. So I just wanted to let you guys know that and to thank you guys for making these live streams so fun. It's actually something that I look forward to doing every week. And close to an hour goes by in a blink, sometimes longer than an hour. Like I think the longest one we did was 90 minutes or something. And it goes in a blink. And that's because of you guys. So there's been a couple times, I'm going to admit, you guys have carried me because there's been a couple times that I've jumped on here not having a clue what I'm going to talk about and telling Glenn like I'm completely drawing a blank about what to do on the live tonight. I'm screwed. And I get on here and you guys end up steering me into something and it turns out to be a good live. So you guys are a bigger part of this whole thing than I think you realize. So I wanted to say thank you guys for that, for helping make these lives a success. And if there's anything you would like to see on a live, would like to see us talk about on a live, just let us know and we can make it happen. We take requests like that. Oh, one last thing I will show you before I let you go. It requires me leaving the computer for 1 second. Give me 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. Something we picked up today. So some of you might not have seen the video today. So I picked up something. Excuse me, guys. I picked up something a while ago at ODA in a pre-sale that I've been wanting for a long time. I've just never pulled the trigger on one. Every time I see one of these, it's of a car that I don't want. Okay, it's just an undesirable car, whatever. I've always said if I ever see a desirable car for the right price, I'm going to grab me one of those. This is a dealership promo, a dealer promo, okay? They have made, like, basically for almost, I would think maybe every car made, like all the domestic ones, especially back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Ertl did most of them, AMT. Now these, what it looks like, guys, is a plastic model kit that's already assembled. But you could get, say, this IROC Camaro, this 1988. Or is it an 86 or 88? It's an 88. You can get this in like any different color because I think the dealer promos, as they're called, I think they were handing these out at dealerships way back in the day. They look pretty good. Like you can look inside, see a little bit of detailing. Now nothing opens on them, guys, but it's just something cool. They're kind of a piece of history. Do I think some are rarer than others? Yes. But there's no shortage of these, guys. There is no shortage of these. Like, I seen an ad for one of these today. It was one like this, but I think it was a black one. And there was one guy selling one for $10, and there was another guy selling one for the same one for like 100 or 150. I was like, I gotta go on drugs. But they're just something cool. They're cheap. If space wasn't an issue, I think after seeing this little one here, I would have a big collection of these. There's just something about it. It looks like I said, it looks like a model that's been put together and put together perfect. Again, dealer promo. That is an 88 IROC, I believe. And yeah, I kept seeing ones that I did not find appealing. Finally, the stars crossed, and I seen one that was appealing. He had these, and he had some like 90 Chevrolet trucks, like the 1500, 2500, stuff like that. The half tons, he had some of those. But yeah, finally, cheap Neil pulled the trigger on one. But I'm not going to buy something I don't like or just to buy it. You know what I mean? I had somebody one last thing before I let you go. I had a couple jokers bugging me, commenting to me. Last time I left Ontario Diecast Addict Show because I had a couple things. Oh, wow, you actually bought stuff. Wow, you cheapskate. When I used to leave there, guys, the back of the silver Mazda used to be full. It's not being cheap. I'm not going to just buy stuff for the sake of buying it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to buy something I don't like or something that's not a good deal, you know? Everything I buy, it's either got to be a good deal or I got to like it, or obviously both. I've got to like it and it's got to be a decent deal. Yeah, that's all it is. I've narrowed my interests. Now, if ODA had more 1 of 18 scale cars, movie cars, you'd see me buying more there. But it's not a matter of not liking them because I love ODA. I love the ODA show, but it's just a matter of not buying stuff that I don't collect. You know what I mean? That's all that is. Gonna check comments one more time, guys, and then I'll let you go enjoy your night. Oh, Scott, thank you. There is the other Scott. Okay, we got two Scotts. We got Scott Worsley and this Scott. Scott, thank you for the General Lee in Brockville. Not only did these guys like it, I posted it in the YouTube community, and it got, I think, 35 or 40 likes. And to get 35 or 40 likes in the YouTube community, wow. So yeah, thank you very much for that. And good night, awesome pictures. And that, a lot of times when you see a General Lee replica, they're a little bit beat up. They got scars and stuff. That one was nice. That one looked like it was properly done, too. Thank you for thinking of us to share that, Scott. And I'm glad you're here, buddy. And thank you, Scott. It's always fun to hang out with you guys. Oh, Hemi Nate, I did not know that. That would make perfect sense. Dealer promos turned into model kits. That makes perfect sense. I didn't. You just taught me something, buddy. Yeah, I could see that because that's what it is, really. That makes perfect sense. Somebody physically has. You guys are asking about that Ford Torino. Somebody physically has the 1/18 scale, and you know how I know somebody physically has it? You remember the guy, the happy dude? He does unboxing videos. He's a lot bigger than I am, like for subscribers. It's the guy that took the General Lee and pried the door open, but it wasn't his fault. It says on the box opening doors, right? But it's the guy that pried the General Lee open, the door. He did an unboxing of one the other day of the 1/18 scale Gran Torino, the new one. So somebody's got to be selling it if that's what you guys are wondering. Because the happy dude on YouTube, like I said, he just did a video on it the other day. But I don't know where. But you know what? I'm gonna look online for you guys, and maybe I'll have an answer for you next Saturday if you haven't found one yet. And thank you, Avery. I love the live streams too, and love you guys coming. You guys make them, like I said. And wow, 14 you guys and 12 likes. See how awesome you guys are for that? Thank you guys for coming out, spending another Saturday night with me. I am going to take pictures of this tomorrow in the daylight and put them in the YouTube community so you guys could see them. But I think that's going to pop. Again, Maisto Design. That's who makes that. And yeah, thank you for coming out. If you guys could think of a topic for a future Saturday Saturday live stream, something you want to talk about, something you want to see, just let me know. And I'm going to look into that toy show over the next day or two. And Nate, over the next day or so, I will message you about that toy show. Because maybe if you're not doing anything, maybe you want to check it out. But if I go to the toy show, you guys know I will get footage. I just seen the chat moving. Your Mopar cars could be show. Oh yeah, yeah. We're Mopar people. Glenn loves Mustangs, but he loves Mopars as well, and I'm a Mopar guy too. Um, yeah, Mopars, love them. But thank you guys so much for thinking to spend the Saturday night with us here at the Cowie Diecast Museum. And about the AI stuff again, I promise you, you're not going to see a bunch of bullshit on my channel from that. You'll see it being used in a joking application. You're not going to see me like those videos that are produced entirely by AI on YouTube where the voice is like mispronouncing stuff. You're never going to see that on my channel. It's always going to be me. So, that's it. That's my commitment to you guys. Be safe. If you're going to go out tonight, don't drive if you've been having a couple beer or having a smoke. Don't drive. Better yet, stay in. Have some snacks. Be safe, guys. Take care. Retro is out. Another good one.